Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mage,
And this is Mog.
and today we're going to be bringing you the FML Season 3 Grand Finals. We've done Season 1 and Season 2 so far, and we are good to go on Season 3 right now. So we're going to start in the bottom left corner. We have UndeR. He was a well-known FFA player back in the day, plays Night Elf primarily, and probably Russian just based off of everything I know. Next to him, we have PencilWarrior, arguably the best or most well-known undead player. I think Magadansky takes the crown for best. But he was certainly well-known on the free-for-all ladder back then, and is one of the relics that gets brought up every time we talk about the old days of free-for-all. So we've got even spawn positions between them. And then in the top right corner, we have KoW3.Target, an older free-for-all player who's known for his getting mass TP on Archmage and then just TPing tanks into people's bases. Not a whole lot else, but it was effective apparently, since here he is in the finals. And then our last player is Season 2's reigning champion, KoW3.Target. Target is a well-known solo player who back in the day was very good at towering and apparently driving other players to insanity through boredom. Mog, do you have anything to add here? Anything at all?
I don't have anything to add. We'll see how I don't know what to expect from the game. I've never watched it.
Yep. If nothing else, we can see a lot of well-known names commenting in the Observer. Smurbeck, who was very well-known back in the day, great free-for-all player, and actually occasionally watches a commentary on YouTube, so shout out to Smurbeck. Then we've got Flameseeker, who has the most comprehensive replay category we've ever seen, and Warpex, who's kind of died and disappeared now, but is the creator basically of FML. So we can see that KoW3.Target has scouted Target in the corner there. Target for some reason went the opposite way, didn't see if there's anybody at the corner, but should discover that this is KoW3.Target's main base momentarily. And we can see the Archmage coming out for KoW3.Target while we have the Mountain King coming out for Target. Down in the bottom, we've got the Death Knight slowly coming out as he goes for a Fiend build, he being PencilWarrior, and then the DH Archer opening for Sta.
Hey, what time are you at?
I'm at 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Dang it. Okay.
How'd you get so far behind? I gave you the clues.
I didn't hear you say go.
Are you serious? What time are you at?
Yeah. Well, I'm going 2 times to catch up, and I'm at 1:20.
Oh, God. Do you want to start over, or shall we keep going?
No, keep going.
All right.
Pause it at 2:30. How about? Are you past that?
I'm past. I'm at 2:40.
Okay, I'll tell you when I'm at 2:40.
All right. Well, we can see early on here, it looks like we have a quick militia coming out for Target, so he's probably going to manage to grab the corner expo. If he's nice, he'll go in the opposite direction because he does have a lot of free space in that way. He has scouted and currently has not even found where UndeR is yet, so he's seen that he has a lot of open space on the left side. Hopefully he'll go for the center expo followed by the one on the left there and allow KoW3.Target to have the corner expo not create any fighting or drama from that perspective.
Probably not, though. I'm ready, by the way.
Okay, so we'll go and go. 3, 2, 1, go. Unpause. And there we go. We're less than 3 minutes into the commentary. We've already had a screw up. It's just like old times, right, Mog?
This whole listening to you for the queue is really difficult for me. I haven't
because it requires you listening to me.
I was listening really hard, and then I just started to zone out by the time you got to the third player.
Okay, well, you have to go back and listen to the commentary to see how obvious it was. But we can see that Target is actually being very nice here and letting KoW3.Target get the corner expansion. Or he's going to be a dick and come back to it, but he's at least taking his first expo in the middle. We can see pretty much nothing has changed here as an undead player. PencilWarrior opening up. Nice job using his Death Knight to get the Purge cast on himself, not the Skeleton Warrior, so he will have 4 skeletal minions here, helping him to take down these creeps, and that should allow him to move on to his own expansion momentarily afterwards. We can see that we have Target, his expansion is the first one up, and KoW3.Target not going for any type of militia creeping with the Archmage, instead just going for the creeps over here, and I'm not entirely sure he's even gotten a elemental, but I'm guessing he did, and it just got purged out of there. On the other side, we can see UndeR building his Tree of Life, so I'm unsure if he's going to use that for creeping, which would be the smart thing to do, or if he's just getting a head start on having it come up.
I'm sure he'll creep with it. I mean, he played solo a lot, so he's used to creeping with trees, hopefully.
Yeah, usually there's an Ancient War, but... So. And PencilWarrior letting his Death Knight get very, very low here, actually. Surprised that he's not tanking more with Fiends, so he could just use Coil on them. If he's not careful, he could have that Golem attack the Death Knight, but looks like the Acolyte gets the brunt of the damage, and he should be able to take this down relatively easily. Expansion is in the process of going up as we speak.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, it'll be fine, though.
Okay.
I'm a little surprised he's not building a Necropolis here and teching at the same time, since this will have a negative impact on his tech time, but shouldn't be too bad to overcome. We can see Target starting off with the most solid creeping pattern so far. He's about to hit level 3 on the Mountain King if he can manage to take down this and one more.
Yeah, definitely. I bet we'll see PencilWarrior go to the middle here and heal up his Death Knight. And as I say that, he's going the other direction.
Might just decide to go ahead and tank with it. UndeR does have the level 2 Demon Hunter that's almost dying, and apparently the Season 3 FML Finals theme was how low can we get the heroes without him dying?
Apparently, yeah. This must have been the meta. And Canvas Bank still isn't using Militia creep. I'm a little concerned. Because you need the Militia there at least to build the Town Hall.
Yeah, or at least one. On the other hand, he's already started towering up right now, so that's going to be fun. I can't wait to cast both
And
towers.
he almost has 800 lumber on this map at the beginning of the game with human, so...
Which is impressive.
You know, maybe there's something to not militia creeping.
Well, he also has 9 wood gathering peasants at the moment.
Yeah, and hasn't militia creeped at all. No, he's got way more than 9. He's got 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I must have missed a group of them.
Yeah, there's more on the top.
Okay. Well, UndeR does hit level 3 and will have his expansion coming in, so he will be the third one to get one up. PencilWarrior, despite not building Necropolis, does have his and is halfway to Tier 2. Bang just started his Tier 2 tech, and UndeR just about to finish it. Target about in the middle as well. So we can see that UndeR off to a fairly steady start here. Not how I would go about creeping it, but it hasn't been detrimental to him, and he will be able to get that expansion up and running before too long. And he does have the Wisp here, so hopefully he can grab his second expansion quicker than his first.
Yeah, I mean, his creeping hasn't been bad, but it's not ideal either.
No, and, I mean, Demon Hunter obviously a great hero for fighting other heroes, but not the strongest elf hero for creeping compared to the Dark Ranger.
Right.
On the other hand, he may be happy to have it later on dealing with all these humans and just trying to mana burn the hell out of all of them.
And this map has great items for the Demon Hunter.
Yep, absolutely.
You can kind of stack it like a Blade Master. Almost.
And Tome of Experience does come out here for the Mountain King. I'm not sure if you got experience on that, because I think the Lightning Shield might have taken away that final kill.
But he's level 4 already. That's great.
Yep. On the other hand, he does not have another hero coming out for a while because he's got such a slow tech.
True.
We do see that UndeR picks up the Panda's second, so we know that's at least tried and true. Has remained a staple of Night Elf free-for-all for a long time, and Pencil's got his second expansion up as we speak. Should have his Lich coming out momentarily, just needs a little extra wood for that to come. But he is building his second expansion and Acolytes for the second expansion. Putting up a Necropolis at the first to try and secure that a little bit, which is something I can certainly approve of. And Bank has cleared off his spot for the second expansion, but does not have anything going up yet.
No, and his first expansion is not even done yet. So this might be a while for him to secure that second one. It's just a theory of mine.
And UndeR coming in here, going to steal the item, which not worth a whole lot, but does get 1 kill on a foot at least. But Staff Teleportation, will he manage to get the Panda out here?
Nice.
Just does.
Just barely.
Yep. And we do see the mana burn go off on that Mountain King. Mountain King has enough for 1 more bolt or 1 more mana burn, depending on how this works out for him. And the Archer's actually being microed a little bit better than the Footmen are at the moment. I think it's been even now for the number of Footmen and Archers that have gone down. And both players look like they don't particularly care about their Tier 1 units, and A-OK just letting him die off. Not sure about the idea to kill that last one in exchange for the TP. Could have just run away.
Yeah, I think he could have gotten away, but there's no boots, and the Panda does have boots, so...
The Mountain King has boots as well.
Oh, all 3 heroes have boots. I'm not very observant. Okay.
No. And UndeR comes in, Pencil comes in and snipes a little bit there. We'll go ahead and creep off here. So far we have not seen any of the red camps creeped yet, which is a little surprising.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Compared to the meta nowadays.
Start having them aggressively creeped. And two of our players really don't have any units to creep with either.
No, they just killed them all off.
Yeah. So PencilWarrior actually in good position here to go ahead and take a strong advantage. He's got a Lich coming in now with 5 Fiends and 2 Heroes. You can creep pretty much anything on the map except maybe your Golem camps. So we should see him go into the middle and take down that middle red camp, and then hopefully get at least 2 extra red camps on the side, which will put him in very good position, at least levels 5-3-3, assuming the Dreadlord comes out in a timely manner.
Yeah, and his tier 3 tech's already halfway done. I would love to see him creep. It looks like he is going to get the middle, which is good. He should focus on creeping reds at this point with the army he has. I'm hoping in the back of my mind he doesn't try to get aggressive or something and like attack an expansion.
Yeah, he's in good shape with 2 expansions himself, though, and I'm not sure he is going for an expansion.
Oh no.
And this is about the worst thing that he could be doing right now. I have no idea why on earth you would want to attack another player at the moment. He does know red is a little weak. However, there are so many creeps on the map.
Yeah, I mean, I guess granted...
No, there's no granted. This is just a bad idea.
I was really trying to find something positive about this, but there's not. I mean, maybe he makes the early 3-way, but is that positive? I don't know.
No, because he's still not going to gain as much experience. And UndeR sitting at 50 right now, looks like he was about to go ahead and get up. Goes for a heavy mercenary army, which is smart thinking on his part. Something that's rarely taken advantage of on the map is there are a bunch of mercenaries. Night Elf has a good synergy with those, so now PencilWarrior has really only succeeded in pissing off UndeR, and that will leave the rest of the map free for others to camp. To creep, which I've got camp on the mind, because Camp and Spank does have this second expansion going up, and we do see a quick fight going on here, and Death Knight looking very low, gonna have to TP out there, loses a Fiend, and one Dryad will go down before he TPs out, and now we've got actually Target coming in following up, so UndeR could have a second fight on his hands, but Target wisely backs away there, because I actually do think that Sta would have the advantage.
UndeR's... Okay, thank you. Thank you. Like, really? You already have one player focusing you for not a good reason, so the last thing you want is to get another player angry at you.
And Camp and Spank quietly has level 4 Archmage. If he can take down this and then maybe one more, and then get the middle for a Tome of Power, that would be ideal, but it does look like UndeR will go ahead and steal that first.
Yeah.
And so his second expansion is up.
This is the first red, right?
It is the first red, and we are 12 minutes into the game, actually, so not high praise at all.
No, not high praise.
I was trying to think how to put that as nice as possible.
Like, just think if PencilWarrior hadn't have attacked the expansion, what did he kill? 3 Wisps and then lost a Fiend and TP'd?
Yep.
He killed 1 Dryad. I mean, he could have crept the middle. He could have gotten the item.
Absolutely.
He could have gone and already crept a second red. So,
which was not a good item for him. It was Mask of Death drop, but on the other hand, you'd keep that away from the Demon Hunter, who really will benefit from it.
Right, exactly. You don't want a level 6 Demon Hunter with a Mask of Death.
No, absolutely.
I mean, you do if you're a Night Elf, but not if you're the Undead and could have prevented it.
Yeah, so Pencil now should be able to go ahead and creep red. We do see up top Target trying to take one out, but having a little bit of difficulty at the moment. We'll see if he manages to do some damage with just using the Dragonhawk Riders. Theoretically, at least, he can take down almost everything here with the Dragonhawk Riders. Just will take a while.
Yeah.
And the Mountain King is level 5 already, so level 5 Mountain King, level 2 Paladin. And was it Target that decided that only go 2 heroes?
Yeah, Target, we saw him do this in the last final.
So we'll have Target going for 2 heroes, Camp and Spank staying with 1 hero.
Yeah, that's... I've actually only watched maybe 1 Camp and Spank game ever. I've heard that's what he does.
I've heard that too. I've never actually watched any, so...
I didn't know if people were exaggerating, or if he really just...
Well, he really does only have 1
goes
hero
towers.
Right now. I mean, maybe he just gets level 6 and he builds a second hero after that. I know that he goes for the fast level 6 Archmage at least. And he's really
fast is kind of a loose term at this point.
That is fair.
What was the... let's see. He got... PencilWarrior got level 5. I mean, Ring of Protection plus 5.
Yeah.
That's not that bad, actually. That's a good item for the Death Knight.
Yeah, I mean, certainly items he'd rather have.
Of course, but I'd rather have it than no item.
That's true. And Bandit Lord will go down to Target finally. Scroll of Animate Dead. What another shitty item.
Not a great item. So maybe the one on the left is going to be good for UndeR.
We'll see
Obviously,
now.
when you're creeping this, you want the Infernal Stone.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm assuming even back then they still wanted the Infernal Stone.
Maybe yes, maybe no. You never really know with these guys.
They were going to see something awesome with the Scroll of Animate Dead.
Campus Bank continues to go ahead and creep this despite having the level 5 Archmage. Do not see another hero on the way out for him.
Yeah. He doesn't even have any item slots open.
I'm not sure what the point of it is, except maybe kill off the Footman and hope for a good item.
But he only has 35 supply anyways, so he doesn't need to kill off the Footman.
If you hoard at 20 back then you get
you get extra cool. And if you only have 3 peasants mining,
so this is actually
right
a smart thing. So UndeR bringing in his Priestess of the Moon solo to try and get the massive amounts of experience on it.
Nice.
That was actually a well-played move there by UndeR.
Like that.
Subtle. So we see Campus Bank is having a few issues here.
That's awesome. I don't think
PencilWarrior is going to go ahead and take down the Golem camp, just barely gets that Lich Shield back up, so nice job recovering there, but he should manage to take this down, and this will be a huge, huge, huge camp for Pencil. We do see the Dreadlord on its way out now, so he'll hit 5, 3.5, and then 1, and if he can get one more red camp, then he'll be in pretty good shape. We do see a fight coming out between UndeR and Target. AMS shield goes on the Demon Hunter, but Demon Hunter getting very low and is going to TP out there, just barely saves it. On the other hand, the Creep Ring of Regeneration, I couldn't tell what item was picked up here.
Just checking out. Oh, it's the Orb of Frost.
So nice item there.
Yeah, that is a good item. Not for the Paladin, but I think he's going to pass it off to the Mountain King.
Hopefully, though.
I mean, it's not like, well, I guess it's okay for the Mountain King.
I mean,
you want it on a ranged hero, ideally.
Yeah. But still, so Campus Bank could not take down the rest of his creeps, by the way.
But he got an Orb of Frost, so for his solo Archmage, he's going to do a lot of hero focusing, I think.
And going to care about taking down units in general, yeah. So here we go. We do see that we've got 2 expansions up and running for all of our players now, and a third one going up for PencilWarrior. So PencilWarrior having a leg up in the macro game. He's at 6,500, 300, sitting at 74 food and 1-0 upgrade. So upgrades still a big problem for these players, it looks like. We do have UndeR coming in for Creepy, another one, and UndeR having a subtle but very nice creep pattern so far. So that's going to be almost level 4 on that Panda. Inferno Stone.
You got it, yeah.
And
good
level
item.
2 on the Priestess of the Moon.
He might get level 4 here. I'm not sure how much this... No, okay, not quite.
He's a little shy on it.
But I think UndeR, if he hadn't have gotten attacked early by PencilWarrior, I think his creep route would have been far and away better than everyone else's.
I think so too, but he is sitting at 0-0 upgrades at the moment, which...
Yeah, not the best.
Not ideal.
But he does have a good amount of gold.
Yep. All the players right now have a good amount of gold. Target at 2-1, trying to take down this Golem camp, which is going to be difficult for him. I suppose that he's doing a nice job of keeping the Mountain King focused down and just having that. But he's at 4,300, 300. Campus Bank at 4,100, so all that wood earlier on. Apparently he needed it because it's gone away.
Yeah, and neither human has the sentry for the towers. If you have this many towers,
it doesn't show because Campus Bank did see a shade come into his base
no,
earlier.
it was the gyrocopter that
revealed. Okay.
Or the flying machine, sorry.
Huh.
He is sending out critters now.
Target is rewarded for not getting an Archmage by getting Brilliant Aura. Who would have thought that would be?
Oh, attack.
And PencilWarrior, going ahead and trying to attack Campus Bank. So after early on hitting UndeR, I'm curious if this is his idea for a full attack right now, or if this is just a kind of feel it out. Wasn't sure where Campus Bank was.
By the amount of towers killed, I don't think it's... I think he really does want to just kill him now.
Which makes sense. I mean, you don't really want to leave a player that's going to tower and mass TP tanks into game.
Yeah.
He has not gotten mass towers yet. So this is a nice move by PencilWarrior, and he really could end... or at least do a lot of damage to Campus Bank. I do not see him rebuilding at any expansions yet, but he does have the ability to if he needs to.
He can end him if no one helps. That's the key thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the production to build enough to... Yeah, he's just going to TP out to an expansion.
So he's going to try and rebuild there, yep. And leaves behind a Vitality and Boot to Speed, which actually awesome items for that Dreadlord to pick up.
Yeah.
Or the Lich if it's got room.
It was funny because he dropped them so he could buy Ivory Towers.
Yep. And leaves the Vitality behind. I don't I'm not sure why you do that.
You should probably pick that up.
Yeah.
Maybe he will.
Campinsbank's main pretty much taken out here. And decent amount of experience for our undead player, PencilWarrior, right now. Nothing fantastic because there wasn't much besides peasants and towers, but still better than nothing with everything on the map creeped out. And we do see that Target is sitting at 50 and hoarding, and UndeR at 79. So UndeR ready to hit somebody, and that somebody may just be PencilWarrior. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, I think UndeR maybe was more concerned that he was going to get hit since he got hit early on. And also, it's easier to creep at 80 once you hit these tough camps. But, I mean, I don't know. I would be staying at 50, but I'd probably get killed, so...
You are well known for staying at 50 Mach, so...
For far longer than I should. So it looks like Target's going to be pretty close to hitting 5-5 here on his heroes. It'll be interesting to see if he breaks to 100 or 80 once that happens.
Or if he ever decides to leave the Mountain King back a little so it doesn't drain experience from the Paladin.
He'll never do that.
Given up on that already?
I've given up.
PencilWarrior is about to be hit right now, sitting at 80, plenty of gold, okay amount of wood. Should be a pretty even fight, presuming that UndeR goes to his main, but it will mean that Campinsbank is going to be let back into the game pretty soon.
Yeah, and I think this could be a really good fight for UndeR.
I agree. Pencil's army composition is not fared very well towards taking out UndeR. I'm curious about the fact that UndeR has so many dots, but does not have any hippogriffs built in.
No hippos. And he's only 2-1 upgrades, too. Oh, is he going to go for
he's going to go clean off camp, it looks like.
Oh,
maybe
this
he just
is
scouted
funny.
to see if... No, he was scouting to see if that was Pencil's Expo, I think.
Oh, okay.
On the other hand, UndeR may be willing to let PencilWarrior go ahead and finish off Campinsbank with all those towers.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. He looks very indecisive. Now he's heading for Target, so either way, he's going to run into mass towers.
Yay.
Yeah. Just what everyone loves.
Yeah. We'll have over-under on how long it takes us to get to 2 times speed on this.
Oh gosh, did you see that? How much time's left?
No, we're ignoring that.
Okay. Don't look at that.
So we do have a slow siege going on for UndeR here. Target is selling off some items right now. Excuse me. But remaining at 50. Which...
I don't think that...
he needs to go above 50?
Is he going to fight with 4 Dragonhawks?
2 heroes, 4 Dragonhawks, and bajillion towers? Might be able to win.
I mean, it worked. He chased him off. And he still hasn't gone over 50, so...
Yep.
Congratulations, Target. So the interesting thing I was going to say was that I don't think Campinsbank's going to be able to rebuild in these positions because there's not enough space with all the towers and there's not enough lumber for him. He's only got 369 and there's just not that much lumber available in the middle expansions.
I think that the lumber is going to be the biggest problem, and that also means that as he builds out, he's going to have to build more towers, especially at the top expos, because the lumber going away means that there's going to be more open space. He's going to have to spend the lumber that he just got on towers to block it off. I agree with you. I think that's going to be a major problem. And I think his best hope right now is just that somebody will decide to attack PencilWarrior. He's doing a little bit of damage with the Archmage right now, but towers going up soon should prevent Campinsbank from doing much more of that.
Well, if he retrained to Blizzard, he could still do some damage.
That's
and just
highly
use
unlikely.
Teleportation out.
Highly unlikely.
You're right. I'm just saying, potentially.
And it looks like UndeR is still going to try and play this slow siege game here. Dear Lord, look at all the towers lined up at that top expansion for Target.
But he could just go around with the chims and just kill the peasants.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do.
He won't, but
there we go.
Could.
Towers 1, Target star 0.
And hey, he used Rejuvenation on his Demon Hunter. That's good.
Yeah, the bear died a moment after it, though.
Well, at least it didn't die to Chim Splash.
Hey, now, that's reasonable. So, theoretically at least, UndeR can continue the siege game by just going ahead and using Breath of Fire here. He does have the Mana Fountain and Health Fountain at his back, And while it might take a while, that's probably the smartest move for how to continue to siege him down. He's done a nice job. He actually has 3-2 upgrades as opposed to PencilWarrior, who is sitting at 2-1 upgrades at the moment. So nice job by him advancing on that. And Target apparently just going to sit here and continue to hoard the hell out of the map.
Yeah. Why not?
I suppose.
Do it. So.
Because 8 years later, somebody's going to be casting this replay and doesn't want to watch you build 1,000 towers.
True.
And this actually is not looking too good for Pencil right now, who's losing a lot to towers and the gyrocopters coming in.
Do you know if the gyrocopters have their splash upgrade? I can't really tell. Oh, they do. Okay.
They do. Okay.
I wasn't sure if he was able to get that off before the castle died, but he did. So I don't think Pencil's gonna be able to finish Camp and Spank, which doesn't bode well for us.
No, not unless he decides to go ahead and build some wagons or something. Down goes that Frostworm, which is somewhat the only thing that was saving him there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a bad army for fighting mass towers right now.
Yeah, I mean, destroyers do a lot when they have their magic orb thing.
Yep.
I don't know what the proper term is, but I'm glad that UndeR is still focusing on target. We saw in the chat. Speaking of chat, I just realized private chat is still legal, right?
That is true. Yep.
You still can. So who knows what they're all saying to each other, but UndeR is well aware that Target's hoarding, and that Target's hoarding on 4 mines. So that's why he's not likely to help Camp and Spank.
Yep.
And that's a good thing from him. You don't want him to hoard when you're not. So.
And you also don't want players that are notorious for building massive amounts of towers on a map that has a lot of choke points to be allowed to do that.
Right.
I mean,
and
this is
Target is
just
too,
such a hard map for players to get by here. And I like that PencilWarrior is actually continuing to go ahead and attack these towers. And hopefully he's just going to go for a heavy... Yep, looks like he's building a bunch of statues right now. So he's going to have a heavy destroyer army, which will be good against the towers. Hopefully he can find at least one more Frostworm to mix into the battle as well. And unfortunately he's also building a lot more Fiends, which I'm not crazy about.
I'm not crazy about that either at this point. I don't think you should be building anymore. And they're only 2-1 upgraded, so they're not going to do very good against towers. I've noticed that Target, I'm assuming it has to be Target because he's got only one with the Magic Sentry. He's been scanning a lot, so he's well aware of what's going on with Camp and Spank and PencilWarrior.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that humans have the ability to do, and when you have this many arcane towers, you should be able to be aware of what's going on all the time.
Yeah, and it's interesting that this is the expansion that Stock continues to focus down, because it's the most heavily towered one. And if you just went to the one in the center, he could take that down pretty easily.
But this one's got 9,000 left, and the one in the center's only got 1.5.
True, I suppose. But
yeah,
he could have done that earlier on.
Should use his dots to attack the Dragon Hogs. Come on, do it! All your chimeras are dying.
There we go. We are going to see one Dragonhawk Rider go down. And on the other side of the map, we now have a bunch of mortar teams, which, surprisingly, very good against Crypt Fiends. So Pencil may regret having a bunch of Crypt Fiends that decided to bunch all together in here.
But he doesn't have the fragmented shards or whatever they're called.
Fortunately, yeah. So. You can see by the fact that the Crypt Fiends are not all dying immediately.
Yeah, and if he did, they would have all been dead.
Yeah, we do see level 6 on the Death Knight, though, so that means that Lich not too far away from level 6, and when that comes, towers are going to have a lot harder time staying up. And Demon Hunter, unfortunately, still a ways away from level 6, and you would like to see Superman come out and play with the towers as that bear dies again.
The Archmage is close to 6, though.
Did you just say that? No, and that's not something I'm excited about either.
I'm not either, but that gives him a good chance to stay alive, because... Yep. Instead of trying to defend, he can go and attack the main.
And I know that he sent out critters early on, so it's just a question of where those critters are at the moment.
And I saw one walk right by PencilWarrior's army, and Pencil didn't kill it, so...
I'm trying to find it in his face right now. Do you see it?
No, I'm looking too.
It's possible that he did kill in the base when he missed that, but I did see that same one you were talking about. Here we go. We actually get to see the Death Knight's ultimate come out.
Oh, that's interesting. It looks like the critter was killed. I just switched over to his
sight
vision, and there's little dots in the main base where it obviously was, but it's not there anymore.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Did you see any in other spots on the map?
Nope, they're all dead.
Okay. Well, good for PencilWarrior. Not so good for Camp. And we got a little bit of a pause here, so let's go around. We got 15,500 gold on target. Never mind, we don't have very much time because UndeR now hitting PencilWarrior, and this is going to make the game draw out a little bit more, if I'm guessing correctly.
Yeah, and this is kind of odd decision. Maybe he's just thinking like,
Almost
well,
like
I
he
could
just
get some
gave
good
up.
experience.
Yeah.
And he's right. He's probably going to hit levels 6 and 5 on the Demon Hunter and Panda pretty soon, so that's going to help him a lot against the towers, against the human.
Yeah, and for those of you that are watching this and were reading the chat, this is bad logic, because UndeR just said target being gay and hiding behind mass towers, so I'm hitting you. That's exactly what the person with mass towers is trying to encourage you to do. So you're just giving them what they want.
Right.
And
But
Pencil
that's why
still
people
has
mass towers, because it works. So
2-1 upgrades, though, which are going to get torn apart by this panda very, very soon.
actually, no one has full upgrades, do they?
3-3 for
UndeR does.
UndeR. So the person that Pencil's going to be fighting has full upgrades.
Yeah. I don't think Pencil. I think Pencil might die.
Yeah, he's, I mean, he's got good
He's
heroes.
got guards, but
He needs to
needs
go up to
some down.
100.
Yeah, he does.
And he is going up to 100, so I think he can win a 100 v 80 fight.
But the Panda's about to hit 5 from these Alkalites that just did. That's potentially game-ending if he uses his Infernal Stone. I don't know. If he actually like tries to kill PencilWarrior right now, I think he might.
And now he does have, Camp is harassing him as well, trying to get level 6 on that Archmage. Very, very close. One Fiend away. Or, sorry, one Ghoul away. And there's going to be a heavy 2v1 against PencilWarrior, I'd guess, while Target is perfectly content to go ahead and Horde.
And
Here we go. We do have a big
fight.
fight coming up here. Smartly gets his Gargoyles the hell away from that Pandarian Brewmaster.
But comes back.
Yep, but does go off for both scrolls there, so he's actually in decent shape, and Tower's doing a decent bit of damage coming out of here as well, so I think PencilWarrior not having a bad fight for sure compared to what it could be. He's going to TP back into his base, it looks like. We've got 17,000 gold and 83 food for UndeR, so UndeR is going for a full 100 food army right now, and if he can take out some of these production buildings, I think you're right, and he's going to be in really bad shape.
I think UndeR needs to back up though and regroup.
I think so too, but he may be just trying to stay in there for a level 6 Demon Hunter, which is not far away.
True, but like what we just saw, if you're Alpha, you stay in a battle too long, all of a sudden, oh, did you see that staff? That was nice.
And he's also staffed the Panda out and back in before, so he's
I saw that
making
too.
use of that staff of teleportation on the Panda. And he's now down to 63 food, so lost quite a bit in that last fight, but does have 654.
Yeah. Target went and killed an expansion of his.
But he is expoing up at the old spot the PencilWarrior was at the moment. Target still at 50. So he's really just... I'm not sure how it's possible he could be at 50 and have all these expansions. I guess not having the other hero.
Yeah, that's true. Those 5 gyrocopters. I mean, I keep calling them gyrocopters. Flying machines.
Gyrocopters
it's like this third hero.
Yep.
I thought UndeR's micro in that fight was actually pretty good. I mean, most of the stuff was webbed, so you can't really micro it, but...
No, I thought they both had solid micro in that. I think UndeR fighting uphill in that position, not the greatest thing to do.
Yeah, not ideal. But he had a lot of great haze and breath of fires.
Yep.
He staffed Panda out and back in. He even staffed to avoid a coil that would have killed his Panda. That's really tough to do.
Yeah, I mean, we know that these are all very talented solo players, except maybe Camp, so not a huge surprise that they do have good micro. It's really been more the metagame that shifted as opposed to the microing, although I'm sure today's top micro players could give them a run for their money. But we do see UndeR now having to face a 2v1.
Yeah, thankfully though, Target doesn't have any tanks.
Yep.
Because he has right, or units, but UndeR is like all anti-air. So as of now, he'll fare okay. If Target decides to just go 100 tanks, he'll just kill him, probably.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Sta is going to face off against Target now, or Pencil. And will Pencil continue to let UndeR live? I mean, I'm sure Pencil has a huge interest in
He's
trying
still
to kill
going back.
off Campus Bank, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that's what
makes
he's gonna
sense.
do. And Campus Bank did hit level 6 on his Archmage, so that's gonna be annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't really have any resources. We have a fight going on.
Yep, we
Infernal
can see
drop.
that. Inferno comes in, we've got the Metamorphosis going off, and Understaff's Panda just doing a huge amount of damage right now to these towers with Breath of Fire. On the other hand, these towers are doing a huge amount of damage to him.
Yeah, and he's out of mana. That's a big problem.
And the Infernal's going down as well, so kind of a waste of that as well. Wish you'd seen it staffed off, but we could see the Mountain King go down here, and it does go down, doesn't TP away. So that's the Panda now has 0 mana, thanks to the Arcane Towers, and he'll be forced to TP out of here most likely. Does staff the Panda back. We'll see if how much he wants to stay in, how much damage he's able to do. Paladin
I think he can
getting
kill all of it. He should kill all of it.
Should. I mean, the Panda coming in with full set. Oh, no, didn't heal it up all the way. Not enough mana in his wells.
Well, let's see. He could... No, he's not going to kill the Paladin because he doesn't have a keeper.
And chasing the Paladin through the towers while the towers are hitting him, doing a lot of damage. He cannot seem to keep his Chimeras alive from the towers either.
Ah! I just said you had good micro. Come on. The positive to this is the Priest of the Moon is getting closer to level 6, and so is the Panda.
Yep. And
once
Demon
the
Hunter
Priest of the Moon hits 6,
of damage.
Yeah.
And here we go. We've got 3 more Chimeras coming in, so he should be able to take out the rest of these towers pretty easily. And that was the expansion that had the most gold in it, so that'll help him out.
Yeah, did you notice Understar has no... He's about to get 1 mining base. That's it.
I did notice
Pencil
that,
killed
and he's got a
middle.
second one going up as we speak.
Yeah, at his old location.
He does not have any wisps actually in the mine that he has at the bottom left.
Yeah, but they're close. So, one day he'll put them in.
One day he'll just have this epiphany and be like, you know what I should do? I should
my
put
gold's
these
not
in.
going up.
And the
Does
impressive...
he have a free surround? That's
It's
no.
not surrounded now.
Okay. I was like,
And
is
he
that
just noticed it
possible?
wasn't surrounded either. If he had something else he could use to backdrop it, and we do have Campus Bank has his other, his main backup, but this should go down relatively quickly, yeah.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Campus Bank actually looking like he's going to try and defend this, which I think would be a problem for him, because there's no way he's going to manage it.
Well, if he fights in the towers with the flying machines, he might be able to defend. I mean, it's mostly gargoyles.
Yeah, it's mostly gargoyles, but he has a scroll of healing still.
True. And protection.
PencilWarrior is hell-bent on not upgrading his armor anymore, though.
Yeah.
And
2-1's all you really need, right?
yeah, exactly. But Target going heavy gyrocopters right now, which...
With this.
I mean, I guess because the hero combinations he has, but I can't wait to see the Panda just tear through these.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
At least he has 3/3 upgrades.
True.
If the Demon Hunter uses Metamorphosis now, though, that's going to be ginormous. And
the Priest
Paladin
of the Moon might go down.
I think it's fine. Yeah. The other heroes are getting killed by these Chimeras who have nothing else to focus on. And we are going to, just barely save it.
Oh my, wow.
Paladin's Divine Shield still going on, and going to TP away there again. So Mountain King goes down, all of the 36 food now.
That was awesome. That Breath of Fire killed like 15 flying machines.
Yeah. So here we can see that PencilWarrior is going to manage to successfully take this down despite Campus Bank's best efforts. Campus Bank almost up to 3,000 gold, which is up from the 600 he had earlier, but he is completely locked at 42 food and has to build some farms before he can get any more gyrocopters.
Yeah.
And
I just want to...
Good.
Okay, I was just going to point out that Campus Bank, I've noticed this since the beginning of the game, he's only been mining with 3 peasants on all of his coal mines. I don't know if that's like his signature thing, like that way his gold mines last longer, but
that doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense because he's still doing it though at his expansion.
Yeah, that's just bizarre.
He's clearly doing it on purpose because he's done it at every gold mine he's had. So I don't know. That's interesting.
I don't know. Maybe there's something before the patch that I do remember at one point. The fewer peasants you had mining, the quicker they would move.
Yeah, that got patched at some point, but that was only before. Like, if you microed them, you could do it equivalent to if there were 5 mining, but you had to like physically micro them. I don't think Campus Bank's doing it.
Just based off the way they're running, I'd say you're correct. But so Understar's been doing a really, really nice job of staffing the Panda and having its Panda staff back in the entire game. Been really impressed by that. Going to be less impressed when he loses everything here to the gyrocopters. Just gets that Chimera out of the way, and really should hide that Priestess of the Moon since it is nighttime.
Can't hide it. There's flying machines. They see invisible units.
If they cover her eyes and she can't see them, they can't see her.
Quality casting.
Everybody knows how that works.
You even play Night Elf. Come on.
Yeah, I don't hide anything that requires micro.
Oh man.
And to be fair, I don't really play at all.
That's true. You don't play it, but that was
played
awesome.
2 bot games the other day. Got brutally teamed in both of them, and immediately said, "Okay, I'm done."
This Paladin, that Orb of Frost is great on the Priest of the Moon, but I really wish he had boots of speed for her so she could chase down.
He's got him on 2 of the heroes, so surprising that he doesn't. And he does have the annoying thing of having to deal with all these gyrocopters now.
Yeah. He should get some more items on this Priest of the Moon too. It's kind of naked.
We're not talking about Night Elf pornography in this cast.
Too late.
So now we can see the problem of only having 2 heroes is when you have 3 heroes that are all level 6 and higher. Really not able to compete very well.
Even with a Mountain King with good items, you can't compete. Nope.
Yep, and Camp and Spank doing a fantastic job of harassing with just his Archmage right now. Decides not to build anything that could be mass teleported with the Archmage.
Well, he doesn't really have any production, so...
He could have done it earlier.
Oh, well, yeah, you're right.
You were going for a quick level 6 Archmage in the entire game. It's not like this is coming as a shock to you.
You're right. And he doesn't... The Orb of Frost is great for the harassing he's been doing. Again, would love some boots of speed, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Whatever.
although... Well, actually, I'm not really sure why he even has a Staff of Teleportation. The cooldown on Mass TP is so quick, he can just use that.
Yeah, and he doesn't have, like, ground units around the map to use that. So he would just teleport back to his base.
He was sending out invisible water elementals earlier. I'm not sure if that sorcerer died off or not.
No, it's in the base.
Okay. It's hard to tell because everything's so clustered around the bajillion towers.
Yeah, I like that the mortar teams are, like, hugging the castle behind all the towers. It's like they're trapped in there.
Although, actually a pretty good spot for them to be.
Yeah, no, it is, because
and here we go. So, how much damage can the Lich manage to do here? Gets off a great Death and Decay right now.
Well, a lot because he can't stun the Lich, so that's a problem.
And doesn't really have any DPS to do either.
No, and it can just get healed, so...
Yeah, and Dreadlord just about to be level 5. Should do one more quick hit on those mortars and they'll go down. There we go. Lich does a ton of damage on those towers. You can see over here, Target now really having problems just facing off against 3 heroes, to be honest.
Yeah, that's interesting, and this is why I hate having just 2 heroes. And I'm against the play, because you hit this point in the game, you can't decide now, oh, I need a 3rd hero. It's just going to die.
Yep. So the 2 of them pairing off, though, we really have had kind of even now, and we see that Understad, despite being harassed constantly, is at 50 food, so he's able to mine off of at least the 2 mines he's got going, and the 3rd one, once that finally gets up and stops being harassed. And because his heroes are so much higher, he's effectively able to just kill off a bunch of their units, staff his heroes back, have them TP back to him, and there you go, rinse and repeat.
I would love if he had more Moonwells, though. He really doesn't have that many.
And you should absolutely just be lining the walls with Moonwells right now. In fact, I think he's got, let's see, 9 Moonwells total. So definitely not nearly enough. Panda with the staff, again, proving to be incredibly valuable.
That wasn't much of a spank. It was just 4 mortar teams.
Yeah, and he's TPing out immediately.
Yeah, he didn't quite do much.
And in fact, they just died.
All of them.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
I like that he announces it, though.
So I'm curious as to why Pencil is not aggressively expanding right now. Since he's able to fight at 80 against Camp and Spank, and he could take over the old expansion, the old main base. I mean, there's a lot of places that Pencil could be doing right now while he's got such an easy 1v1.
Yeah, but he was trying to, and that was the one thing Camp and Spank was doing well, was killing all the Alkalites with his Archmage. I mean, I think Pencil still could expand if he just defended them a little bit.
If he put some towers up more.
Yeah, just like a few towers. I mean, it's one level 6 Archmage. It's not that scary.
And here we go. The start of the tower's return in the top right corner.
Do you know how much gold is left in his main? Or his old main?
I think it's like 5,000.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Because it got taken out pretty early on.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, this Death and Decay. This should be the end.
Yeah, although if you're in Pencil's shoes right now, why don't you, or would you just kind of continue to harass them but not actually take them out? I mean, Bank seems committed to staying for the entire game. And if you just take out gyrocopters, you know, you actually TP over to the Archmage, make him feel like he's doing something. There's a lot to be said for keeping your opponent in the game while you mine.
Yeah, I would kill him though.
Would you be worried about getting
because
2v1 soon?
The reason being is that UndeR has more expansions than you. UndeR has better heroes than you, so it won't be hard to just say, hey, we should 2 versus 1 UndeR. And it probably will happen.
Perhaps. I expect that PencilWarriors can get 2v1'd, actually. I think that it's going to be the curse of actually killing somebody.
We'll see.
And we've already seen UndeR hit him early on, so...
Yeah, but I think Target is pretty focused on killing UndeR because we've seen Target not being able to do any really damage against just 50 supply. So... he's probably thinking, I need to kill UndeR, and he can kill the undead more easily with his Paladin and Mountain King combination.
That is true. That is a pretty good nuke against them. And we do see UndeR come in here. UndeR still sitting at 56 now, so he is going up, going to try to go up to 80, it looks like. Tree of Life is actually going to be saved, it looks like.
Yeah, I think it's going to be saved.
Although, with the Priestess of the Moon getting low, it may be UndeR that's forced to TP out here. We haven't seen a fight like that yet, but... it's getting very low. There we go. Staff's out. Panda coming back in again. Nice usage of that Panda staff. And the Griffin Rider's going down very quickly. Paladin goes down as well. And Mountain King could be following a moment later, but does TP out just in time. That Demon Hunter is freaking terrifying.
Yeah, and we saw him lose 1 bear. That was it. He lost like a bunch of Griffins, a Paladin. So this is what I'm saying. I think if Pencil does kill Bank, I really think we're going to see a strong 2 versus 1 against UndeR.
Perhaps so. While we got a little bit of time, let's go around. We do see Bank as 4,000 gold and 400 wood, so he's got enough to build 1 more Town Hall if he wants to, but he's effectively out of the game.
Yeah,
Target, on the other hand...
a horrible location.
Yep. 20,000 gold, 2,500 wood at 61, so he'll go up to 80. But only 2 heroes. They are 6/6, however, still has the problem of only 2 heroes. And PencilWarrior, it looks like, is at 10,000 with 1,400 wood and 80 gold, and a rather weak base, actually. If they ever do decide to go for tanks, it's Pencil's base that's just going to get demolished by them. Yep. And then UndeR has finally... Nope, he has not started building any more Moonwells, I lied. But he is going up to 80, and he's at 12,000 and 6,000, so he's actually in good shape with wood, unlike most of our other players right now.
Yeah, and at least he built 3 Ancient Wars anticipating tanks.
Yep. And we can see that he's going to get a lot of experience out of all these peons right now, and this is going to be a problem for Target, because he's going to need that wood very soon, I think.
Yeah, and I think UndeR is in a good position here to defend, or to win against Target, because his heroes are so good against human. You want the Keeper of the Grove more so against undead than you do against human.
Yep. I'm really curious as to why Target has not shown any inclination to go ahead and start building tanks right now, since he's got such an air army. I mean, tanks are difficult to kill compared to gyrocopters. Panda is good against both, obviously, but tanks could also just roll through the base.
Yeah, they could. I think, but he's probably thinking level 8 Demon Hunter, level 8 Panda. Tanks aren't going to survive real long. With the Demon Hunter in his demon form, tanks just melt.
That's true, but that's when you just TP out. I mean, Target's got to know he has the gold advantage right now. And if I'm Target, I'm thinking I'm not winning any micro fights at any point in this game. Unless the tower happens to kill off the Demon Hunter here, which came close to it.
I think another thing is if he's going to play like this, where he just ignores the army and kills bases, normally you would think that tanks would be better at that, but without an Archmage, you can't really move your tanks around effectively. Whereas with the flying machines, you can fly around and do these harassing types of plays. The tanks are more likely to run into an army while they're trying to go across the map.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, and that might be the one case for it that's pretty strong here. And we do see Target go back and actually force a TP out here from Sta. So Sta going up to a full 100, and we can see Target at 90 right now. Should be a full 100 before too long. And with all those peasants that were killed off, it's going to be a pretty buffed up 100 food army of actual army as opposed to having lots of peasants in it.
Yeah, and this is going to be scary. I mean, he's got a ton of griffins. That's great for hero nuking. We'll see if that's what he's going to go for.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see, here we go. So we do have the TP coming in from UndeR. You can expect Metamorphosis to go off pretty much instantaneously, I would think. And the question will be, is Target dumb enough to get stuck in a ultimate from the Priestess of the Moon? Does look like he's going to back up and play it a little bit safely here. So nice move by Target, not engaging directly. I think unless you can get a good stun off from the Mountain King on one of the heroes, you don't really want to have to fight 1v1 heads up unless you're in your own towers.
Yeah, I agree.
And there we go. We do see that Campin's Bank is taken out of the game, so we've got our first player down, and he never really had much of a shot in this one.
I might be ahead of you. Did he just die?
Who?
Campin's Bank?
Yeah. Well, I'm at 50, 59, 51 now.
Okay, me too.
I was just reading the text that came up. It was there.
Oh, okay, yeah. He died like a minute ago.
Okay.
So maybe you just didn't see it.
Entirely possible. I watched it when he was about to die and then didn't see anything.
Okay. I'm glad we're at the same point in the game. Since it's been almost an hour.
That's depressing. Alright, so let's see. What do you think Target's going to go ahead and do here? Still think he's going to go ahead and hit UndeR? Do you think he's going to hoard a little bit?
No, I think he's going to try to get a 2v1 going against UndeR via private chat.
Which could be why he's just sitting there. He might be scrolling through private chat and talking everything.
Yeah, and PencilWarrior is just sitting there too.
He's only got about 2,000 left on this mine before he's completely mined out. And then, oh, sorry, he's got one above that I did not see. But it looks like Target may go ahead and hit PencilWarrior.
Wow.
And you know who might be correct on this one?
Not me.
This guy.
Well, okay. Interesting play. I'm surprised because, well, I'll hold my thoughts. It's a surprising move, though.
And he's been pretty much completely unable to scout Target for most of the game due to the shade. And actually, we may have a 2v1 against Target, which would be the smart play, but I didn't expect that to come about.
Yeah, well, UndeR, he realizes how long Target's hoarded this game. So I'm assuming UndeR has a little bit more understanding of the fact that Target is ahead in gold and has 2 level 6 strong heroes, has a bunch of towers, and has the potential to siege, which Undead clearly doesn't have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if you're in UndeR's shoes right now, you're perfectly content to get the human player taken out of the game, deal with all those towers, and then he has a really nice army for fighting Undead in actual fight. He can't do much against a hit and run, but once he gets into the Undead's base, it's going to be massive amounts of damage from him.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see level 10 heroes from UndeR in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Trip 10 is certainly on the way. And Target coming in to actually fight against UndeR right now. It'll be interesting to see if he sticks around or if he backs off. But if those Moonwells go down, then UndeR's going to be forced to spend a pretty penny to replace them. And he won't get the advantage of them being up while it's nighttime.
Yeah, but on the plus side, we might see him build more Moonwells. So there's always that to consider.
Seems unlikely.
You're right.
Future is bleak.
So it looks like Pencil is just going to be content to sit here on 80 and hoard, and then we're going to have a fight in the middle left. Maybe.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot more to hoard, though.
No, he's just going to finish this mine and then possibly he'll try to get these two other middle ones, I'm assuming. On the right.
So here we go. This is actually not looking like a good fight for UndeR to start off. He's got pretty much all of his hippogriffs going down, and he's going to need those. So he's now just trying to force a TP out here by Target. Target does indeed TP out, but we are left with 67 food for UndeR and 88 for Target, but that's with the hero down. So
how did the paladin die?
He forgot to use Divine Shield.
I guess. I thought he TP'd in time.
Yeah, apparently the lag is pretty bad for Target, so I believe he's from Sweden, and this is before the days of bot, so GGC host, and the Demon Hunter is about to go down right there, so that's going to be massive amounts of experience for that Mountain King, and Paladin does not, Panda does have a TP on it, but the Panda is looking very low right now, and AMS shield goes off. The Mountain King forced to back out there, and just Chimera is melting away to the Griffins now. Panda playing with fire, running around there.
Oh, he's totally going to get killed.
Yep. One more bolt and the Panda's dead, and the Panda goes down right there. Now,
what the heck?
I don't know. That was awful. What the hell was he thinking?
He wasn't. He was busy typing. He didn't realize his Panda was still chasing. At least he did manage to get Pencil to attack Target, so there's some plus side to this. But losing your two heroes... He taverned him back. That's really expensive.
Yeah, he should have stayed below 50 while he could. Finished off that mine. I mean, there's no need to go ahead and bounce up that quickly. And waste all that money taverning him.
Right. I mean, I understand he was scared. He doesn't know that Pencil was attacking.
Yeah, he at least has very good vision on Target now, though, since all these are fairy fired. And if Target's not careful, I mean, those are going to go away to one Panda breath after this.
Yeah.
We do see that Sta is picking up another expansion, which has 1,500 or 15,000 left on it. Sorry. So definitely good news for him in the economy department there, since he is running low at 7,000. Meanwhile, there's 12,000 for Pencil and 15,000 for Target. So UndeR, as often comes with the highest heroes, has the least gold.
Yeah, but he's still got 7,000. That's a good amount, and with this mining base, if he can keep it alive, he'll be in good shape. I mean, the other two players aren't. Well, Target's got 15,000, but that's not unmanageable with the heroes that he has. It's not like he has 30,000 or something like that.
That's true. And Target certainly has not been capable of microing that well this game, whether by default, which seems unlikely since he's a solo player, or because of lag.
So it looks like Target here is going to go and try to kill this mine. Smart play. He can't let UndeR maintain this big gold mine, and he knows it. So they've been fighting over it for the past, 20 minutes now? Might as well keep fighting over it.
Yep, and has not managed to mine very much out of it, so TPN plus the cost of moving all this stuff over. If Stad does not properly defend it, it's not going to be worth it, and that Tree of Life going down very quickly. I wonder if he's got the upgrades on it.
I think he does.
It would be hard to imagine that he doesn't, but it just seemed like it was going down very, very quickly.
Yeah, well, I mean, all those gyrocopters, flying machines at 3-3, plus the griffins, it just goes down fast.
Alright, what do you say we, do you want to keep going on 1 speed, or do you want to kick it up to 2 times speed? I feel bad, because there's actually stuff going on, but it just seems like it's mostly hit and run at the moment.
Yeah, I think... Let's see if UndeR hits the main right now, which he's posturing to do. I don't know if he's actually going... No, he's not going to. Okay, let's do 2.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I'm at 58.23.
Me too.
And we do see that we're going to have Sta coming in here. PencilWarrior really just playing a very relaxed game and mining at 100, which is bizarre.
Yeah, I hate that. He's kind of like the unnoticed person right now, so he shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, and he was at 80 before, so I'm not sure why he went up to 100, but we can see that Target really wants no part of fighting against Sta, just forcing him to TP in and out, and playing nice hit and run games here, and we'll actually get his Griffins healed up. finally remembered that there was a fountain, and more importantly, flying machines may not die instantaneously. On the other hand, we do see that Gibby chased back into his base. And go ahead, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I think this is going to be the theme for the next little while. Is Pencil's just going to be ignored, and Understock keeps trying to force a fight, but he's not able to. He's not going to commit a big attack on the main because of all the towers, and Target's going to try to keep hitting around as much as he can.
Yeah, I almost feel like you could actually trap him in his base, though, at this point.
I think he could. I
mean, he's now let him out, so that's going to be a problem, but he has no more expansions, and Style's doing a nice job of scouting with that owl.
This is a good time to hit the main.
Yep.
Because yeah. Oh, that Firefall's way too far away.
Yeah. And he realized it, too, so TPing back, and not going to have it in a fight either if needed. Wrong hotkey for Understar, apparently.
I hope so. No reason to use it right there. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't just siege it with the chimeras.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm not sure either.
Scared he's losing his base in like a base trade or.
And with how well he's been doing with the Panda, I mean, just staffing that in and out would do a lot of damage as well. And interesting idea to take out a few bears here, I guess, but gotta be careful he doesn't lose the Avatar, since he's had a lot of problems keeping heroes alive right now. I mean, this doesn't seem like the world's smartest idea.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay, because in the Avatar form, he's not gonna die with the Paladin. It's when he runs out of Avatar that he has to try to not fight.
You wouldn't think a Paladin would die with Divine Shield.
Oh gosh, PencilWarrior's going in.
Full fight coming in here with PencilWarrior. Alright, let's go back down to 1 times in 3, 2, 1, go. 1 time speed. And let's see if PencilWarrior is actually going to engage with Understaff, or he's just playing hit and run games.
I don't know what he's thinking. If I'm being ignored and I have a mining base, I kind of want to keep being ignored.
Even if it is at 100.
I mean, well, I would have dropped the 80, but
knowing you would have dropped the 50. Let's be real.
You're right. Like, guys, I'm dead. Oh my gosh.
Well, we did see our first bit of manipulation already with Understar being hit and claiming that Target had won, so that didn't take too long for it to come out. And it is going to be, looks like a solid 2v1 right here. And what do you think about this idea for Understar hitting PencilWarrior's base? I think this is actually a nice move on his part. Force the Undead to come back and play in their base, and it's really not a very strong base.
Yeah, I like it. Only if he has the intention of totally killing him.
Which I think is a smart move. I mean, I think he can take Target 1v1.
Yeah, I do too at this point.
I also think he used the Chimeras to attack the sleep unit instead of the Dryad's Abolish, but
I think he did too, but it's probably just a mistake.
And I'm not sure why PencilWarrior is backing up so much here. He could do a lot of damage. There's not much anti-air here in Understock's army. The Panda obviously is a big problem, but he should have scrolls somewhere on his heroes. Yep, he does have scrolls right there, so this could go PencilWarrior's way very, very quickly. PencilWarrior forces staff out here, or TP out, sorry, due to the Pierces of Moon using its ultimate. And now PencilWarrior can just kind of stay back in his base for a little bit.
I don't think I think this is a losing move for these two. You know, I don't think that they can kill each other, either of them, without one of them being crippled to the point where they can't win the 1 versus 1 anymore. Because now no one's mining. Well, I mean, PencilWarrior's about to not be mining. And Target still has a huge gold advantage. So for Understar to actually kill PencilWarrior, he's going to have to use probably half his gold.
Yeah, that is true, I suppose. And Target's still at 15,000. Wow, we've got 8,000 for Understar and 8,000 for PencilWarrior as well. So I think that you're right. That is one problem, is that they could suicide each other. I like the aggressive move to try and take him out, but it was clear later on that he didn't have the army to fight PencilWarrior. And now that's also, he's going to have to go a little bit heavier on the anti-air, I think, and stronger gargoyles in there, because he's been getting a lot of Druids of the Talon in the army right now. And while those are great, I don't think that's what's going to win you the 1v1 fights against either.
Yeah. Well, it looks like, judging from the chat, maybe they're kind of catching on.
Yep, I think they are. I think it's going to be a 2v1 against Target now. I'm not sure how much damage they'll actually do, but You know.
I don't know. It's hard to tell what's going to happen because I have no idea how these players are going to think or react.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
been wrong most of the time, so
But I do think it's safe if we go back up to 2 times speed right now. So, 3, 2, 1, go. I just hit 106.40. And here we go. We do see UndeR getting killed a little bit by Target, but again, not anything that really matters. The only important thing to note is this is now UndeR only has his main base, including a Tree of Eternity with no Trees of Life around the build map. So,
it's only like one wisp.
yep. If that gets killed, that's going to be a problem. There we go. PencilWarrior coming in. He just lost the Lich to the towers.
Wow. Well, at least now he knows Target's strong.
So I was about to compliment him on the move and say that was a really nice move, but if you're going to lose your hero to the towers, that's not so much.
No. I'm really concerned for UndeR with this lack of wisps and his very weak base.
Yes,
he
let's
just
see if
uses
he has
one
1,
wisp
2, 3,
to build the
4,
tree of life.
5, 6. So he'll have 70 food when those 3 front moon walls go down, and could very easily get himself food blocked.
Yeah. This is how you lose free-for-all games in the late game.
Although he is rebuilding a Tree of Life up in the top left, but that's been scouted by Pencil, which I suppose is not as bad as being scouted by Target. I imagine it'll be scouted momentarily by Target, though, with all the arcane towers he has.
Yeah, you would think he'd be scanning it pretty periodically. Alright, so they're running around. I don't know why he's trying to mine this 1.7k with 100 food. It's
Seems like a losing proposition all around.
not much of a return on your investment.
I also don't think he managed to cancel it and get his gold back from it.
Nope. Well, this is just more reason for them to team Target, though, so... And it did get scanned just now, the expansion, so they
just saw
all
that.
players are aware of what's going on.
And you can bet that Target's well on his way over to go ahead and kill that. Do you think that UndeR TPs and tries to defend it, or do you think that...
Yeah. Well, he's walking over
Yeah,
anyway. Maybe he just...
Let's see how quickly he can intercept here. He will have good positioning behind Target, however, he may not be in time to save the Tree of Life. Let's see how quickly it changes over here and what Target's priorities are. So I'm not sure.
He's not.
Yeah, so Target a little bit of the unforced error there by not finishing it off, and we do see that PencilWarrior going ahead, Death and Decaying a couple of things here and trying not to have his Lich die off this time.
Yeah, not the best Death and Decay, though. I wish he would have done it on the towers.
I think he was afraid of having it die again.
But
But you're right, it should have been placed a little bit better, and then I don't actually think he needed a TP out there. He could have just kept moving and kept healing his Lich with the Death Knight.
Well, this is good for Sta because he's sitting at 80 and he's able to mine. So
yeah,
if he can maintain this,
I'm in
he's
his
gonna put
position.
himself...
I'm going to stand right in front of that expansion and just prevent it from dying.
Yeah, but you know his main base is likely to get attacked. So
true, although he's been scouting pretty well. I think he's seen that Pencil is harassing Target a little bit. So I mean that's a long walk to go all the way across map if you've got somebody you're afraid of hitting you.
yeah, and he has. I wish he'd just keep an owl on Target. Oh, he is
dead set on mining this.
Yeah,
he's going to get, let's see, 300, 450 roughly. Call it 500 out of there. He has to build... Does he have Alkalites just sitting around, or was he building those? He must have Alkalites sitting around.
I'm not sure, actually.
So I think he's going to gain about 260 gold out of this, presuming he mines it entirely.
And he lost it earlier.
Yeah.
All right.
As well as all the Alkalites.
Should just staff his panda, you would think, to save this tree.
Yeah, I imagine that's what he's going to do.
Staff your panda.
Interesting that the Mountain King is coming in here solo. I don't believe that the panda has a staff on it. Nope, so panda walking in behind it, which, okay. Oh. Mountain King turning around.
Interesting play. Who knew 4 flying machines would be so effective?
Yeah, I'd like to see a couple of these Druids of Talon actually go into their normal form so that he could use Cyclone as well.
Yeah, that would be nice if you could get a Cyclone off on the Mountain King before it goes into Avatar or something like that.
Yep, or Cyclone
Oh, we
off on the
finally
Paladin.
have tanks. Lots of tanks.
Well, on the one hand, that does mean that he's playing a little better. On the other hand, boy, is that boring.
Well, I don't blame him at this point in the game. He's not going to win with flying machines.
Yep. And he's
And
waited longer
both
than normal.
They both have mass air, so... And they both have weak bases. So it kind of seems like tanks is the best thing.
All these poor chimeras are just waiting around saying, we want to do something, but we can't attack anybody right now.
I know.
On the other hand, they can die to the other air.
They can. He could be sniping the workshops on the edge. That'd be nice.
Yeah, and it looked like he actually did get a couple of hits off on the one workshop.
Yeah, but he didn't finish it, so...
And it may not have been intentional, but, you know, minor details.
I think it was an A-click, but we'll see. It's a good thing to do on this map. A lot of people tend to put their production on the corners, which just, like, from how the base is built, it seems like that should be where they should go. But it's really easy to snipe them with a lot of different units. And nowadays we see people do that pretty frequently.
Yeah, and even the way that these guard towers are clustered up front, I mean, you wouldn't feel great about that nowadays, because the Panda, for one, just tears through them. Lich, as we saw, when it's not dying to the tower, can do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
even the Farseer with Earthquake.
Yeah, he really doesn't have any towers protecting this left side, so it would not be hard, as you said, to have the Chims come in, take out a bunch of these workshops, and then it could even go for the main without being hit by any towers. Now, he would have to deal with the units, obviously, but it's a lot easier than if you had towers all over the base. Not that we need to encourage human players to build more towers.
No, but he could really do a lot of damage on the left side, like you said.
Yeah,
and now aviaries.
PencilWarrior realizing he's completely fucked because he has nothing to take down these siege engines.
And Pencil did mine out the right middle, so he's feeling really good about his position right now.
Probably thinking he's got like 7,000 gold more than both the players combined.
Yeah. I'm surprised at how low gold PencilWarrior is. I mean, if you think back at how the game played out, and how he killed Campus Bank and wasn't mining, like you said, while he was toming him, he just kind of messed himself up. Not much to say right now. There's
No,
not much
I got nothing. In fact, if it weren't for the constant harassing, I'd say we could go ahead and get it up to 3 times speed.
I thought you just like decided to go get a drink or something.
I am thinking about
silent
it.
for so long.
My throat's getting sore.
You what?
My throat's getting sore, so I am thinking about it here. And here we go. So I don't know if he doesn't have Avatar or what, but the Mountain King forced to TP out there and almost dies.
Ow. Very close. And it might die to... No. Heal it.
On the other hand, this Griffin Rider, it's going down.
Is it? Where?
It was in the middle. It just died.
Oh.
I got really excited about that because there's something happening.
Does Target know that tanks attack air?
No.
Okay, just checking.
So let's go ahead and speed up to 3 times speed.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. So we can see that there are a lot of tanks here. That's a pretty obvious conclusion to draw. And that a lot of tanks is going to be bad news for both of the players.
Some manip coming out here obviously has more than 7k.
Although, actually, a little... Admitting he has more than I would have expected, I kind of would have expected him to say he has like 50 gold. Just based off of most of the previous things that we've seen.
Yeah, 7... Excuse me, I just yawning from the game. so exciting. To say you have 7k, I mean, Pencil's looking at that like, oh shit, I only have 4.6. So...
And he knows that.
If you're gonna lie...
Target is lying about it more.
Yeah, if you're gonna lie, you probably should go a little lower. Maybe like 3 or 4k would have been believable.
Or you could just claim that you have 80k and ask them to leave.
Yeah. 80k mass tower, just leave.
I'm just going to go AFK, so no worries. And so this is going to be bad news for UndeR's base. Like, I just don't see this ending very well for UndeR right now.
He actually got glaives even because he's so scared.
Yeah, with good reason. I mean, you should be scared. And there we go. We do see Starfall going off and forces him to TP out, but he is now not food locked yet, actually. He's got 90 food.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad as it could have been. Did he lose any tanks? They're all just red, and he lost some, but not like...
Not many, yeah. So he can take his time to go ahead and individually staff
no.
these, and he's now towering up the expansion to try and take it down. So this would actually be a good time for UndeR to go try and protect it, but it looks like he's going to get in, so this is almost impossible now to take down.
I can't believe Pencil's not going to attack that right now. Like, why do you have 100 food if you're going to just sit there in the back of your base and let everyone else mine the 2 big gold mines left?
Because Pencil's thinking, well, they've already got more gold than me. I don't want to lose anything.
I guess, but if you can prevent them from getting more...
I'm sorry, Pencil is thinking, oh shit, I forgot I'm playing undead. I'm out of luck.
Time to unsummon.
Yep. Which is legitimate strategy. There we go.
Death decays have been really poor.
Except for the one that was really good where he died. He did have one really good one. It's just, there we go. Takes down the paladin there very quickly.
Okay, this is good. Now he can go, he can't do anything because he used Death Decay already. He could fly around the back, maybe. Yeah, just like this. Kill that peasant.
Yeah, and he could kill the peasant, creating the town hall as well. Which he actually doesn't have any more peasants in here, so that'd do a lot of damage right now.
Yeah.
But he's not going to do that. He's going to back up a little bit.
Nope. He's going to hope UndeR comes and does something.
And UndeR's debating it. They're at least discussing.
Did you notice the target only has 175 wood?
I did not know.
That's a problem.
Yeah. And he's using a lot of it to repair right now.
And to build towers.
So, yeah, that's that really is going to be a problem.
Because there's not a lot of lumber left around the map. Most of the mains are dried up.
Just showing that it doesn't pay to mass tower, guys. There we go.
Well,
so UndeR drained one mine, and going to go ahead and drain the second one in the top left.
Yeah, but he really needs to start using his... I think he has to use his resources to build a stronger main.
Yeah,
like,
he could use about 10 more moonwells.
It's a tough decision at this point where you're like, oh, I might lose my army again. And here we go, we have a big fight.
Yep. And we can see that Starfall is doing decent bit of damage though right now. Unfortunately, looking very low. Does pop off that potion of vulnerability just in time, and Panda comes in with a big hit on the tower. So good bit of damage done to Target here, but he does have the Mountain King back now. On the other hand, only 48 wood.
This would have been a great time for Pencil to come in.
In fact, it looks like he may come in and sweep up.
He should, because he can get experience and he can prevent this gold mine from mining, and he could maybe even mine it himself. This is one of those risks you have to take it at the late game.
Yeah, I agree with that. On the other hand, you could just go hide in the corner. Pencil
and
going
he
for
waited
the
too long and 6 new tanks came in, so...
So is he currently getting any wood? I know he has a single lumber mill here with 2 peasants on it, but I don't see anywhere else he's getting wood from, do you?
Nope, that's it.
So
and he's repairing.
I mean, and Target's down to 5,500 gold. I mean, he is no longer the richest. I mean, that goes to UndeR with 6,500. He does have a billion towers, which will be hard to take care of. So while he probably should be teamed for a while longer, I think it's no longer for sure that he'll win.
Yeah, well, he's still building towers. Like, this is wrong. This is not a good decision. You can't even upgrade your tower. Like, there's almost no lumber in this main area left. And where is he going to go?
That I can't tell you.
4,000 in this mine still?
Yeah, I didn't think there's that much.
I didn't either.
There's still 4,000 in the other mine as well. So I underestimated it when I said there was only 5,000. And here we go. So Sta is going to go ahead and take this out. I like the way Sta is aggressively expanding right now.
Yeah, I do too. He's just using the same tree and mining with it.
And it's certainly working out well.
This is a perfect position for him because he can defend it easily. Since it's right next to where the attack point is. maybe easily was a overstatement because there's a ton of tanks, but
Yeah, and Target actually doing a nice job of coming in and coming out here, and drawing the air units over the tanks. But still, as long as this keeps up, nobody's going to lose anything, and he'll get to mine it.
yeah, definitely. And I noticed Understaw sold his staff of preservation. I mean, not
Oof.
preservation.
It's teleportation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. A lot of tanks coming in here, and this could be a very important battle right now, since whoever rebuilds is not going to have much army to rebuild an army with. And we do see that the Chimera goes down there, now working on taking out this Mountain King, which is annoyingly enough avatared.
PencilWarrior's about to go hit Understaw's main, maybe.
Oof, and there goes the Priestess of the Moon. So Priestess of the Moon down, and does not get to kill off the Mountain King. Not what you like to see in a fight from Understaw, but with the Panda continuing to do work, does take down at least one more tank, and no more mana on it, unfortunately.
And it might... He needs to staff it.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not staffing that, or at least TPing out here. Let's see what... We do not have any mana on the Mountain King, so no worries about getting bolted at least. But he is going to lose the Tree of Life, it looks like, and if he had the Staff of Teleportation on the Panda, he could come back to it, but no can do. And
Understaw's down to 3,000, even with all the mining he's been able to do.
Yeah, well, he's been doing it at 100, unfortunately.
True.
Target going the complete opposite route of Camp and Spank with 3 peasants and using 8 peasants to mine this mine.
He's making up for the lack of peasants of Camp and Spank.
Yep. And so I believe Understaw just dispelled his last wisp. So I think that he has no wisps now. No, he has 1 wisp in the middle. But aside from that, if he got hit, he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
I'm not sure why you would detonate that
feeling.
1 wisp.
I think he was thinking he wants to go to 100 and have a strong...
There we go. So big Starfall coming in here. Nicely done. The Panda getting a little low there and then forced to TP out on the Priestess of the Moon, but that was well done. A lot of damage done to the towers, and a lot of damage done to, well, not that much done to the tanks, but enough.
I'm I'm kind of sick with how Pencil's playing. Like, he's literally just sat in this corner for
Yep,
30
I mean,
minutes.
It could be a winning strategy.
It could be. It's like the caveman version of the present day hide your last army, except he's got everything, like heroes and everything, and people know he has it. He's just not using it.
But that may get him teamed out pretty soon, since they both notice that he's doing nothing. Target's still at 3,700 gold, but I can imagine if Target gets pretty much no gold, and we've got Understaw with pretty much no gold, that they team Pencil out.
Maybe, but there's still a bunch of tanks, so...
Yeah, I imagine it would have to be a lot of the tanks get taken down and all the towers get taken down. And
look, he's finally killing the production.
We can see that he's got some intelligence going on there. And I'm not sure why these 5... Oh, I think he just scouted that was gone, actually.
What did he scout? I'm
Top
sorry.
left. I think Target just figured out that mine was already gone.
Yeah. Or maybe he was looking for lumber.
That could be, too. Here we go. I'm not sure how I feel about either one of these players trying to take a big fight 1v1 right now. I think you got to try and play a little more hit and run at the moment.
Yeah, this is not good at all.
For either of them. Yeah. Although it seems to be a little better for Understaw, perhaps. And there we go. Actually, a very nice Starfall right now. Mountain King not able to get in there and take it out, but we can see Understaw, pretty much all of his army's dead.
Yeah, he lost everything.
He needs to TP out. Yep, there we go. And if he's not careful, does he
get
it out?
I think we just saw Understaw lose the game. He can't rebuild a 100 food army now.
I would agree with you on that one. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about Understaw. I guess he stays where he is right now, doesn't rebuild anything, and just harasses as much as possible.
But that's not what he's going to do. He's going to use all his gold to rebuild
Chimeras.
And Chimeras aren't going to help him against Pencil.
Yeah, this would be a good chance for Pencil to come in and try and clean up on Target. I mean, Target's as weak as he's going to get right now. He's got to rebuild everything.
No, Pencil's gonna wait until one of them is dead, and then just 1v1.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. You're right, but I don't think UndeR's going to leave his base anymore.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, when you only have 198 gold, and you just have a weak main, at this point you kind of, there's not much you can do. If you try to take another fight, force any action, you're gonna lose. So we might see some more sitting. We know Pencil's good at that, and he's the one that kind of has to do something now.
And long distance mining now for Target, which at least it's something. If you got the mine near you, you might as well go ahead and do that. He is sitting at 75, so he'll get a good amount of gold at not high upkeep. And we can see that Pencil has scouted that, but not going to be able to do anything about it. No. Or, I shouldn't say not going to be able to, not going to do anything about
it. Question, do you think with Pencil's gold, would it be better to build a little stronger main or save it for army? Or keep in mind you have 668 heroes. I can't see his lich.
Yeah, I would probably... They're actually decently stacked right now. I'd probably go for a little bit stronger base, I think. I'd spend maybe 1,500 or 2,000 on base and save the last little bit for a couple of frostworms at the end.
Yeah, his army right now is geared toward fighting UndeR.
Yeah.
It's like he was expecting UndeR to win the 1v1.
And except for the tanks, which there are not that many tanks left, it'll do fine against Target, actually. It was not good against Target's previous army, but...
But Target has enough to rebuild only tanks.
That's true. And, okay, so Target actually going to take the fight to UndeR, which is somewhat surprising, but good that he's actually up and moving around.
Yeah, Target must really believe he can just win the 1v1 really easily.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or it could just be a case of out of sight, out of mind.
Maybe.
He's off the field, so he no longer exists. Maybe he thinks PencilWarrior actually left the game and is really confused.
No, he's been chatting.
Well, he's chatting English. Maybe Target doesn't speak English very well. I don't know. I'm just trying to create reasons.
I know. I'm trying to think of how UndeR could possibly turn this around, but I can't think of anything.
He could go threaten to hit PencilWarrior unless PencilWarrior helps him attack Target.
He could, actually, that might not be that bad of a decision. I don't know, his base is just so weak. It's like, if either of them wanted to, they could kill the rest of his buildings. So,
yeah.
Defending it seems like it's a losing battle. Oh,
yeah,
that's not that bad, though.
Yeah.
I thought he started killing a good amount of Target's air.
So Target down to 66 now. Meanwhile, UndeR at 59, but completely dead broke. And Pencil at 100 with 4,000. He did decide to upgrade to 3-3 on his armor, though, so...
Yeah, he did that a long time ago. I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Yeah, I never bothered to check again. I figured he had, but you never know.
Yeah, he did it while before Campus Bank was dead. Alright, so Target is
they have established. Have we seen... we did see Target talk about lag spikes, so... We do know that he's not completely against chatting or anything.
Yeah, no, Target's spoken a little bit.
He's got to be careful. This Avatar going to fade off soon, and the Mountain King could be in trouble if it... there we go. It does get out, but not by a whole lot.
Yeah, the Paladin was close to dying, too. He does hit level 10 on both his heroes. Time to build a third hero.
Never. So here we go. We're going to have Understock come in here and just do some pure harassment damage with his heroes, it looks like.
Why doesn't Pencil kill... Okay, honestly, Pencil should go kill Understock right now.
Yeah, and he's even scouted that. I mean, he had the shade there and everything. There we go. So we're going to have a big Starfall. Gets stunned pretty quickly there, and Mountain King looking low there. Got to be careful. Nice job using the ultimate by the Panda, and Death... We're going to have the Demon Hunter TP out here, but he really can't afford to be burning TPs like that.
Well, he lost his Priest of the Moon. He can't revive her.
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he basically just suiciding Target right now. And finally, Pencil's going to do something.
Yeah, it's a question of who's he going to do it. So he's going to try and take out Target, it looks like.
He should go just for straight for the main base.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing, okay.
Especially with the Avatar, I mean, that's getting completely burned out. And nope, he's just doing a lap. He's completed lap 1 of the Daytona 500.
Get some exercise in for his arm. They've been kind of stiff in the legs lately.
One might even be saying they've been atrophying.
Yeah.
So, can you hear me okay? Your mic's actually cracking up a little bit.
Were you saying they were already alive? I don't know.
Oh, no, it's just...
recline in my chair.
Okay, I'm saying I'm having a hard time hearing you a little bit. Mog?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Can you hear me? I think my foot plugged my mic.
Okay, there we go.
We're good. I was reclining.
Damn it, Mog, pay attention.
Sometimes, okay, well, finally, this is the right move.
There we go.
As much as it sucks for Understar.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. He can't even kill 3 heroes. So sad.
And, well, he's down to 96, though. Yeah, go for
it. Can you stun the Priest of the Moon with Infernal while it's anti-magic shielded?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
But I don't know that for sure.
I don't know either. I know you can bash it, but...
I think...
I should know that, but I don't.
Well, I never go Priestess of the Moon anymore, so...
Yeah, I don't really either.
I have like 4 units that I know what they do, and that's about it.
None of them can hide, apparently.
No. Or if they do hide, it's early game because it's archers and there are no gyrocopters on the map yet. And so it does look like it's now going to be a, well, as much as possible, 2v1 against PencilWarrior. With... I've got a bad feeling that he may lose a hero here somehow.
Yeah.
He's got to be very... There we go. Does staff it out, but he's going to have to TP on this.
He has a TP, okay.
So it does his best to go ahead and stun that, but not doing much damage. And if you're Pencil, I think you got to go try and kill off the rest of Understar's base. I mean, that's a good amount of hero damage that could be done. And those are the heroes that could really crush your base if they get into it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I understand you're afraid of tanks, but you could maybe fight against tanks 1 versus 1. You can't fight against tanks if there's 3 really strong heroes attacking you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Or if you just don't have a base anymore. On the other hand, Understar may be deciding that if he just hides out for a while, then it won't matter, and he'll be able to come in for a last-minute hero win.
So what do you think about the Necro Wagon decision?
I think it's interesting. I just think the heroes are too strong and the Griffin Riders are going to come in and do it. I don't like it on this map this late. I think it would be a little different if there were ground armies involved, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
I'm kind of torn. I think against tanks it's a good idea. Because there's not really any big AoE anything that Target has. Clearly it's for Target. It's not good against Understar.
Yeah. But I mean, the skeletons get splash damage done by the Griffin Riders, so they pretty much die instantly.
True.
It's... At least he's trying something different, because clearly gargoyles are not the world's best choice.
No, definitely not. You know, I just was reading the chat. I didn't even think of this, that the season before this, the final was on Market Square also.
Ah, I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and we could see Target actually down to only 87 gold now, so
Pencil also used his gold. He's only got 900.
Yep. And this would be a great time for the Lich to use Death and Decay.
It would be, you would think.
I don't know if we missed it, or, I mean, we can see some of them going down. He's usually using the Infernal to take down the towers, and that's a good thing. And it looks like, hard to tell, but Pencil's actually having decent micro right now. I don't see him losing a ton of units, despite fighting inside the towers and inside his base and under the tanks.
Yeah, he's lost about 20 supply.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
On the other hand,
But
we do have UndeR now attacking him as well.
Yep. And I don't think... oh, good staff there to save the Chimera. I don't think that Pencil killed enough there.
No, he killed about 10 food, it looked like.
Yeah, he lost about double what he killed, so...
I'm afraid this could lead to Pencil just sitting in his base more.
I don't know. Pencil kind of just blew it. He missed his opportunity to kill one of them. And he needed to kill one of them because now he doesn't have enough gold to really... I don't think he can really kill one of them entirely and then have enough to kill the other.
Yeah, and I'd actually be a little worried if I was in Pencil's shoes that I couldn't even take these heroes at the moment. I mean, at least they do have pretty much no items anymore, so they're completely unstacked because he had to sell them, which is nice. But they're definitely strong heroes against this army.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I'm still way more worried about Target.
Oh, absolutely.
Target, because of all the tanks.
Yeah, and I don't think he's really killed off any of the tanks, which has got to be his big concern right now.
Right. Especially since he built an army geared toward killing tanks. With all the Necros. And the meat wagons.
And he's actually now unsummoning buildings to try and get a little bit more army, it looks like, but he inadvertently has managed to get himself almost food blocked as well.
Yeah. And this is dangerous because you're fighting against tanks and heroes that
are good at base killing.
Yeah, like... And he's building a zig... What is he doing? Is he trying to build towers?
Maybe so. I mean, I think he's going up to 100.
No,
so
he's going up to 100, you're right. I don't know, I think that's...
not a wise decision.
Not the best decision.
I would agree with that. And you can see that the observers are really thrilled by this game right now.
Yeah. I don't blame them. I mean, we're watching at 3 times speed. Still, like...
But we will get through every season finals one way or another.
Yeah. Why did I agree to this?
Because you're an idiot. So I'm somewhat surprised that we haven't seen Pencil use his gargoyles to surround the paladin while it's running away in Divine Shield. So he's had some good opportunities to go ahead and try and stone form them.
Only the Great Dark Duck can do that. I don't see RSM in this game, so...
Yeah, I know, but if you get like 30 of them and just drop them all, then it's not too hard. Besides, Pencil is known for having good micro. Theoretically, at least.
Yeah, micro's been kind of
shitty.
Mediocre. I mean, it's not been bad.
I don't know.
But,
I'm still remembering him losing the Lich to the towers.
that's true. That was poor, but you know that happens all.
So actually, this should be a good fight right now. He gets rid of the last of those towers, and then if he gets his army to stay out of the base and just kind of does as much damage as possible while staying out of the base and not really having anything die, then he's gonna be in good shape. But he also insists on having them hover over the tanks a little too much.
Yeah, he did use Death and Decay on a lot of the clumped up tanks. That was pretty good. We see
that TP was terrible for the tanks, which came right back into range right now. Unfortunately, Pencil's gonna have to deal with 3 heroes, and this TP is gonna get just in time. But I'm not sure how well this is gonna work. Priestess does go down, and oof, he did good work against both armies, but now he's gonna be 2v1 for sure. I
think. Oh, UndeR really should have waited.
Yeah,
he was way too eager.
And he does have his Tree of Eternity hidden, at least. But this is going to be the rest of his base going down, and most importantly, the moon walls are going down.
You know, UndeR played, I thought, really well this whole game, but that decision was the worst thing he could have done.
On the other hand, coming back in, and Pencil has no main. He has nothing but the remaining buildings here, and PencilWarrior could get very easily
he's gonna get building
killed
kills.
out of here. He has 3 buildings left at the moment, and all right. Well,
Wow, what an end! I can't believe it ended like this.
okay, so he's forced to TP out of here, but Pencil has no incentive to leave his base now.
Well, he has 4 buildings.
No acolytes, right? Oh, he has
what?
1 acolyte hidden, actually.
Where?
Bottom left in his base.
Does he have enough gold to build anything?
He
No,
can
he's got
sell off
53.
stuff. Yep, so there we go. He's got enough to rebuild now.
Okay, so he needs to hide in Acropolis somewhere.
He's got enough to build 1. Actually, he could build 1 in his main and hide 1 if he wanted to.
Yeah. Maybe.
And Panda has a potion of visibility as well.
I wonder who he's going to use that on.
So here we go. This is actually turned into quite the ending right now.
Well, suddenly...
Yeah, so let's go back down 2 times speed. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Since I don't want to miss any of the action here, because Pencil is about to be discovered, and this could be the end of PencilWarrior. He does have another acolyte here, so he needs to go ahead and get a Necropolis up ASAP. There we go. So Necropolis up. Pencil no longer in imminent danger of dying. And it's
You're always in imminent danger of dying when you have 1 building.
That's true. But you're not immediately going to die. And he has a little bit of time from the 3 remaining buildings. The Panda's going over there. And here we go. So that's... Yep. So this could be the end of PencilWarrior. There we go.
They're both killing him.
But he does get that Necropolis up here. And if you're in Pencil Shoes, I don't think there's anything you can really do right now.
No, you can't.
This is the best you can do is try and force Target to come protect himself and hope that the person with only a single panda doesn't find you. But UndeR going ahead and gonna mine a little bit more gold. Because, you know, why not?
1 wisp. This is a bad choice. He should have hit his tree.
Yeah.
It's his. If he had, like, 1 other tree, then sure, do it. But
yeah, not with your last one. And that
No.
Frostworm just barely, does go down there. So now he has to be very careful that this avatar, when it goes off, does get healed up, so...
Does he have a Lich still? Where is it?
He did. I don't know where it went.
I didn't see it die.
I didn't either. But I don't see it.
It must have died earlier.
I guess so, yeah. Somehow missed that one. And let's see, can he get it down? There it goes. So Mountain King does go down. Paladin too far away to help, but we do have those 3 Griffin Riders scouting, which are going to find the main before too long. Panda coming in here to make things a little more interesting. Panda going directly towards it. Walks on by, so Pencil living for another second at least. And he has 370. Whereas Alkalite just misses the Panda as well, so Alkalite can go hide another Necropolis as well. And here we go. UndeR's last building is going down.
Yeah.
And
that's
he has
why
a
you don't
single wisp
build
though.
with it.
There we go. Moonwell going up, so UndeR not immediately dead. Did the Alkalite get killed off?
I don't... Yeah, I think so.
It. Yeah. Oof. So that's too bad, because that could have been huge.
And he just got found.
Yep, but the Griffins could go down here, so... Oof. If you're in Pencil Shoes, what do? It looks like he's pursuing. But if I'm Target, I'm shouting out where the hell that last building is. Yep, there we go. And could really use a Lich right now.
Yeah, he really messed up by killing UndeR's building. Because I don't think UndeR was... I don't know, he might not have killed him.
Yeah,
like they both needed each other to be alive for a little longer.
And chasing after that Griffin, not a great choice. Infernal, though, going to kill off. Nice move. And we've got a potion vulnerability. Yeah, so this is going to come down to the last moment. Divine Shield may be enough to just go ahead and do it completely. And
yeah, and Panda's going to suicide on it.
Yep. Oh, boom. So, invisibility gets out of there. That's a game for PencilWarrior, and UndeR just calls it GG.
What a suicide at the end.
Wow.
Interesting game. It's kind of it's like it's really disappointing ending.
It is. I mean, it had the potential after such a long, shitty, drawn out game to have such a nice ending, and could have been, and then instead it was just the fuck you GG.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we both knew Target won because obviously we can see who wins the games from the FML page, but I was sitting there thinking for a moment. I was like, how does Target win? Because there was that time where Understar had his 3 heroes and Pencil had the big army, and it seemed like if Understar just didn't attack PencilWarrior, Pencil would have killed enough of Target to where Understar probably would have won.
Yeah, I mean, it should have gone another way. I think if that game plays out 10 times, Target wins at once.
Yeah, maybe twice.
He had the big early game lead, but having only 2 heroes really does cripple yourself, and that was really just about the only way it could have played out, unless he decided to make tanks earlier on and just dominate everybody. But,
Right.
well, I guess that's how our Season 3 finals end, and back-to-back winners for Target.
Yeah, and he's the only one, right, to ever do that?
To win back-to-back?
Yeah.
No, he's not, but we're not going to say who else does it, because we
Oh,
don't
right,
want to
'cause
spoil
we're
anything.
casting everything, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So any other parting thoughts for us, Mog?
I think we saw enough. I think just overall, I thought Understop played the best, but up until the end, I think he didn't have the mental fortitude to really close the game out. And
Yep.
it's understandable after 3 hours of frustration. I just think he kind of mentally fell apart there at the end. So it was a little disappointing for the ending for him, but I thought he played really well.
Yeah, I
Congrats
agree.
to the winner, though. I mean, Target played well, too, so...
Yep, can't take that away from him.
No.
But I think we've wasted enough of everybody's time on this match. Thank you all for watching. Please let us know if there's anything you want to see in the comments. Make sure to go ahead and follow us on Twitch and YouTube, and we'll be back soon. This is Mage.
And Mog.
And we'll catch you guys later.